What's up, guys? I'm Hannah, real estate agent and co-founder of Doorside.
My name is Tevin. I am a real estate agent and inspiring real estate investor with Michael J. Real Estate and the Never Late team.
What's up, guys? So today we're doing a video podcast. Tevin is a new agent, and I'm just excited to hear about how his career is going so far. I want to hear about the ups and the downs and what Tevin's going to say today and how it's going to change in the next 5 or 6 months when we meet up again and hear more.
I'm really excited for this. Me and Hannah share a lot of similarities when it comes to like some of our passions and kind of our career choice, and I don't know, like our ambitions really align. So it's really awesome that we can share to the public like what's really going on, like some of our plans, some of our stories, and overall like just cool and interesting things to share. So thanks for putting this all together.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah.
So fun fact about Tevin, we met like a year ago, and I had just come back from a trip to the Middle East, and we had a mutual friend that was like, you need to meet up with my friend Tevin. He just bought a one-way ticket to Israel and he wants to like connect with you. And so the last time that you and I like really sat down, I feel like, and talked about more life stuff was we were talking about climbing inside pyramids and like hanging in hammocks and trees in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, man.
And so I guess my biggest question for you is like, a year ago from today, what did a day look like for you?
Well, a year ago from today, I was working with King County as a peer connector. So basically what I did was I connected 16 to 24-year-olds in the King County area and connected them to jobs and resources in the community. So honestly, I kind of think about, like, I'm still connecting people in real estate, like currently, but then I was connecting youth to programs. So it's like being a connector, kind of just being like a people person at the same time, utilizing your network, like reaching out to people and kind of just, I don't know, sometimes people, I mean, I feel like there's always a missing connection I don't know, there's a lack of someone to connect them, if that makes sense, you know? Because inevitably, like as a real estate broker, we're finding buyers, we're finding sellers, and we're like basically connecting them. But when I was in King County, I was out going to juvenile detention centers, I was going to transit centers, I was going all over, like thinking of creative ways to find youth that need the help. And this was a King County job. Even in that job, I did the podcasts, kind of something like this, just interviewing people, and I interviewed some youth, some community leaders and things like that. Just create a platform for people to share their story and share kind of their upbringing and what, just things that other people can relate to. And something that people can tune in and just be excited to watch. So I'm excited to do this again. It feels good. And it's been like a year. So like a year ago, I left that job. I left that job not because I didn't like the job or anything like that. It was because I've always wanted to travel the world. I always wanted to travel the world. A lot of people say they want to travel the world, but not a lot of people make the action to, I guess, or not a lot of people in my circle.
Yeah, for sure.
So what inspired me? How did I do it? I actually just watched a lot of YouTube videos. I reached out to people like you who've already done the trip. I had a teacher in my school, Wells, shout out to Wells, that actually did a similar trip in Southeast Asia. He did it for like 8 months, but he did it like, brought his kayak, and he did the full backpacking adventure, hitchhiking and everything like you.
Feminine man. If you guys out there watching have never tried hitchhiking, I don't recommend it in America because it's not really common here.
Yeah.
I mean, I've hitchhiked in Hawaii, which was pretty chill.
I was surprised how common it is in other areas around the world.
But it is a great way to, 1, challenge yourself, 2, take a risk, and 3, just learn about people and learn about being humbled and taking opportunities that you have no idea where they're going to go and allow the world and the universe to just kind of do its work for you.
Exactly.
So I feel like, man, I love what you're saying about being a connector because, dude, that just really resonates with me so deeply because, you know, like the technology I'm building right now is all about connecting people together. And like, I don't know, hearing you say it, it's like in any space, everybody is always looking for something, and they're looking for that person to connect them to information, to a partner, to an event, to something that brings them something that they're lacking.
Exactly.
And so if you can find yourself in a place and find like power and happiness in a place of connection, like your world just
exactly.
it expands, and you do good work for other people, right? Like you're providing value to somebody for something that they're missing.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
It is awesome. Tell us a little bit more about what you're doing with connecting people in your company, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
I think it's so awesome. Like I'm sitting here with a CEO right now, like,
that's
and
crazy.
We're doing some groundbreaking work right here, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
and
crazy.
It's an opportunity that I'm here with the first interview podcasts with Hannah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Tevin.
I'm just saying.
That's
yeah.
awesome, dude. Thank you.
So what is that about?
Yeah, so I am much like you. Like a few years ago, I had a backpack and no plans. I had zero obligations. I had zero commitments. I just had a dream of being free and learning about myself. And I felt this call to kind of come home and ground and center myself, which I want to like get into with you later about like, you know, what that means, right? Because that's something between travelers. It's like
most definitely.
a special thing that we all share is like that moment, right? And yeah, so I came home and I had my real estate license like you, and was like, all right, well, let's just go with this again. And I started a company that connects busy real estate agents who are at capacity, who are maybe working by themselves, or they have a small team and they need extra support and they're just overloaded, with agents who are new or who are looking for opportunity to build their business or to get extra income. I connect them together so they can help each other for essential things that they need help with, like showings, inspections, open houses, key box installs and removals, that kind of stuff. So so right now I'm building a technology that will streamline it and make it easy. It's just as simple as booking an Uber or buying something on Amazon or getting your dog walked. And I just think the future is going on demand.
Yeah,
and
it's true.
The buyer expects immediacy, right? I don't know how much you've worked with buyers right now or how much experience you've had so far.
Working with a few right now.
And like, dude, people expect you to be available right now. Like, I want Netflix, I want to see a house. Like, play my movie, open my door.
That's just how it is.
That's how it is. That is how it is.
Yeah.
And like, big technology companies, Redfin, they get that. And so what they did is they took the real estate agent in their one job that do 1 million tasks, and they broke that up into sections, and they dedicated one person to each. And it's like a conveyor belt, man. It's like, it obviously streamlines the process. So they pretty much, they hacked the system. But the thing is that there are so many real estate agents who have built incredible businesses and have amazing full service that should have the opportunity in the future to continue to service people and give them that level of individual care that the consumer truly wants. Right? The consumer wants the best of both worlds, which doesn't exist ever.
Exactly.
Like, nothing is perfect. So our technology is trying to bridge that gap for people. It's to allow a real estate agent to leverage modern technology to meet the on-demand expectations of the modern consumer while still staying true to providing full service and running their business. And I don't know, I really believe in it. Like I think that the market needs it, and that real estate agents deserve to not only like compete in the future, because it's just going to get harder. It's coming, right? It's like the precursor. It's coming.
Yeah.
But they need time now. Like, they need time with family. They need time with kids. They need time with friends. They need time for self-care. Like, there's finally enough in the media about the importance of self-care, and that's something, like, I'm sure you're starting to realize that when you run your own business, it's like no one does it but me, and it's hard to make time. And so the goal of Doorside is to help real estate agents earn their time back, run sustainable businesses and also encourage new agents to be able to stay in the industry, sustain their training, and then eventually become productive, producing successful people.
Awesome. I mean, like coming from the CEO, it's so important to have that forward thinking and like you have that vision aligned. And I'm just really excited to see like how it all unravels. Because I remember last year when you were talking to me about planning for my trip, you were talking about it was just an idea, and now I'm seeing it really like come to life. Like seeing your content getting posted every day. We're creating content now. Seeing like the awesome logos and billboards and things like that. Like it's crazy.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, man. I have an awesome team that's supporting me, and like the people that are on board with this project are doing it because they believe in it. Like that's what a startup business is. Like if you're not all in because you believe in the mission, then you're not there. And so people behind me, like they really want to help real estate agents everywhere. And like, man, I was a struggling agent. Like I'm not trying to sit here and be like, I was the super successful agent that like needed help because I was slammed. Like, no, I was trying to pay my rent. I was super struggling, and I had agents offer me $200 to open a door to help them so that they could go on a vacation, the first vacation in like a decade. And I thought, like,
you found the need right there.
What is going on here? Like, why are there people like me who are struggling so hard, and then there's other people who are struggling on the other end of the spectrum? Like, why are we not connected, dude? Like, who is gonna connect us, right?
That's what we're doing here.
That's what we're doing. And so, I believe in the power of connection. Like, the number one thing for our company is like we have company values, right? The first value is connecting people together is better. That is just like
connecting people. Yeah,
it's number one. Because without it, you're lost in the world on your own little journey, and that's why we care about community, and that's why we want to eat together, and that's why we want to do everything together, because we need to be connected.
It's funny hearing, because we're solo travelers, you know, like we went out there on our own, and a lot of people would think of it like as a kind of a scary thing. I know I did. Exactly, like when I was talking to you, like showing me these routes of where to go, and like hitchhiking, like I'd never done that in Seattle, you know. Like
Metro bus is not a hitchhiker.
No, way out of my comfort zone, you know. But basically, I mean, I think after being a solo traveler, I just feel so much more like independent. Like I feel like a lot more confidence in myself. Like I really went all around, and now I could have stayed out there if I wanted to, but I had a calling to come back, of course, not only because of my real estate license, and I had to activate it at a certain time, because that was one of the clocks, honestly. But but
time.
I mean, I don't know. There's really like no place like home and like the foundation. Like I don't know. There's so much I can go into that, but I'm happy in the place that I am right now.
That's good.
Beginning in like a new career where I can apply all the skills and knowledge, and like whatever it be, social skills, whether it be entrepreneurial skills, marketing, everything, and apply it to this one business now, and just focusing on helping people pretty much. So I feel like the stars are starting to align.
Good.
And that's always a good thing, right?
They are for you. Because if you feel it and you're putting your energy and your passion into it, then you're creating it, man. That's so good. I want to know more. So you touched on the fact that when you're traveling, like at first you had obvious fear. Like that's just, fear isn't a bad word.
I think other people stirred up the fear. Honestly, like when I was talking to people, like I'm going to Israel, you know? What's the first reaction I get? Like, why?
It's dangerous there.
What? Like, it's dangerous. Like, all these questions. So,
man,
like...
I-5 is dangerous, man. I came here and I almost got a crash.
Federal Way is dangerous, man. The transit center, you been down there? Like,
man,
for real. I actually
felt
a lot safer in a lot of these countries. Like in Thailand, for example, I slept right outside of the boating dock one night. Just to save like $6.
Yep. Travel life, yep.
Just to save like $6, but like I would never sleep outside here at the ferry terminal. But honestly, I just felt safer, you know?
It's weird, right?
And have completely different perspectives on everything.
So how do you feel like your experience traveling and the things that you learned have transcended into the business that you're running now?
So I got my real estate license before I started traveling.
Yeah, that was strategic. That was good.
Yeah, I'm glad I did that, because for many reasons. But I just felt like I needed to, after just being in school, going from high school, going to college, basically spent like 5 years in college right after high school. I needed time to just kind of just smell the roses, kind of just remind myself of why I'm working so hard, like why it's just so important to have that why, like why you wake up every day, why you do things out of your comfort zone and strive to reach your goals. My why is basically, to have I feel like every entrepreneur has like a similar why for some reason. It's mostly like to be free from financial burden, of course.
But it takes so much time.
Yeah, I know.
So much time.
That's one thing. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, just coming from a family, being raised in the White Center area, not a lot of people have the same ambition. Like, people don't really see a lot of us coming out of this hood, pretty much. And, even working with the kids in King County, I like to just be an inspiration to other people. I've been told that I am an inspiration. Like, even yesterday, I was teaching a 4th grade class in Springfield Elementary, right here, because of you. You told me to apply for this job, and I did it.
Yeah. So, by the way, number one entrepreneur hack.
Yeah.
Side gig, substitute teacher. Yeah. The ultimate. I'm putting a shout out there. Kent School District. I have referred you now 5 substitute teachers.
Yep.
No referral fees.
Shout
Unfortunately, it's not a real estate here.
It's not. But hey, you're helping the kids though. Like, those kids need you.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna film a whole video about why being a sub is the ultimate side hustle.
You should.
And so if you want to be in it, let me know.
I'm down. Okay. Yeah, I'm a sub now. Like, it feels so weird to just be in front of a classroom. Like, I'm Mr. Tevin, and today we're learning this. I don't know, like, just looking back, because I remember when I was in 4th grade and how we thought about the sub and things like that. But at the end of the day, even though it was a hard day with 4th graders, they were so wild and rambunctious.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, they were like, Mr. Tevin, you're the only guest teacher I liked. I've ever liked, and that just made my day. Like, that's awesome. You gotta love the job to do it, Yeah. I really think so. You can't just throw anyone in a 4th grade classroom.
No, I only teach high school. I have limited.
Yeah. Have you tried the elementary though?
I did back in the day.
Yeah.
I turned off the notifications for elementary school.
I'm gonna take a break from it. But yeah, high school is kind of my thing too. I feel like you can just, let them be. Yes. Yeah.
So besides being a sub, let's just put it out in the air.
Yeah.
Tevin has been licensed for 3 months.
3 months, but I passed my test last year though.
Okay.
So
you've been practicing real estate for 3 months. And you already closed on your first deal.
Hasn't closed yet.
Okay.
It's pending. We just did the inspection. I just got back from the seller's home, and we're going on to the appraisal now. So we accepted the offer though. That's a great thing. Okay,
so it was a listing for you?
Yes.
Okay.
And it clicked right after that. When I got that listing, I was just so much more motivated. Like, add
the value here. Add the value for whoever's watching as a new real estate agent. Mm-hmm. Tell us your hustle process. Like, I want to know, first and foremost, what are you doing to get yourself out there? Mm-hmm. What type of content are you consuming to motivate you? Ooh. Like, who are you listening to that got you that first deal?
Oh man. So the process. So basically, I'm branding myself now as I'm letting everyone know that I'm a realtor. I mean, I've been letting people know. Yeah. Like, honestly, it was in my Instagram bio since last year.
Right.
Just to kind of get it in people's minds.
Right.
Like, I'm the one to help with buying and selling of houses and anything real estate.
Cool.
That's how I'm branding myself now. But what I do now to get myself out there, so my team likes to focus on door knocking.
Okay.
Door knocking is a scary thing in first.
I have never door knocked. Tell me.
You never door knocked?
No, give me some.
Doorside, you never door knocked?
Doorside girl has never door knocked. No, man.
So it's pretty much what it is. You find houses, we knock on the door, and when we introduce ourselves and ask, basically, just kind of feel it out if anyone's interested in selling their home.
Okay.
How
do you scout the neighborhood? Like, how are you picking these places?
Well, right now, our team focuses in like Kent, Auburn, Des Moines, Burien, like, West Seattle type of area.
Yeah.
But I'm mostly focused basically in my area because I live there, in like West Seattle, White Center, Delridge, Burien. Just because it's close, and I've seen a lot of, there's a lot of activities happening. I mean, when you see a lot of listings, there's opportunity pretty much.
Yeah.
So I'm just knocking on doors. Sometimes I try to find certain types of houses, but it really depends. I was told not to even pick and choose, just go after all of them because you never know who's behind the door. And I got to learn to get over the fear of rejection pretty much. I listen to a lot of course, Gary Vee. Brian Casella is like my favorite on YouTube.
Yeah. He's like a powerhouse real estate agent on YouTube,
and
right?
what I like what he does is he combines the old school methods of cold calling, door knocking, and all that with social media, like YouTube, podcast, like everything. So that's exactly what we're doing too. We're making that happen. So I think if you can combine the new school of social media with just traditional door knocking, calling people, like, you can't lose.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Awesome.
I'm just going after that. Social media, trying to post more often and kind of giving the idea, like, I already have a bunch of travel content, so why not keep posting that and travel, like what you said, brand myself as a traveling real estate agent, because that's what I am, and that's one of my whys, is so I can be free and travel the world at some day and own some rental properties and multi-unit homes and I got big goals.
A different travel style, right?
Because most real estate agents, I feel like it's a boring job. I feel like that most people think. I mean, okay, you're a real estate agent, salesperson or something. I want to just bring my own personality to this industry and cool. Of course learn from other people along the way. I believe in getting going down the path that's already been paved instead of because there's so much good content and books out there. Might as well find it and apply it. And I've always been into those type of books. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That's the one that opened my mind.
Okay.
And Think and Grow Rich. All these books, audio books.
Are you going to put a must-read book list in your profile?
Yes.
Make like a link. You could do like a link tree.
With the ideas. Yes.
Yeah,
I'm going to do that. Cool. Probably. I didn't make a website too. Why not? It's easy to make websites nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Websites are fun to make. Get to do all your creative spin.
Exactly. The only thing is I feel like people aren't really going on websites as much. Everyone's on Facebook, so that's why I've been mostly just going on Facebook. The other day I found a vacant home and I just found the owner's name by searching up their name, and I didn't, all the phones were like they're out of service. So I went on Facebook and found them.
Smart.
Just use your tools that you have.
I know. Did you send them a DM?
Yeah, and I actually got hold of them, and they're not quite interested, but you never know.
Right.
You gotta shoot your shot, So I shoot my shot every time.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. That's awesome. I think it's important to have that perseverance, like just to go after it. I like to be in real estate because whatever you put into it is what you're gonna get out of it, because. Like I said, you're not working for any type of paycheck. It's 100% like commission. So if you grind every day, it's a numbers game. If you keep going, something's gonna come out of it. If you can't just expect people to call you. I have a real estate license.
Bring in the
what's
calls.
Up? No, it doesn't work like that. So so that's what I'm learning. I'm 3 months in. I feel like I'm in a pretty good space.
No, dude,
it's the team that I'm in. The mentors that I have, people I reach out to, just your network is your net worth.
Are you creating a routine that you're following daily to let you achieve your goals if you are?
Yes,
what does that look like?
I'm trying to I'm trying to consistently wake up at 6 a.m. I'm not quite there yet, but yeah, like waking up, going to the gym, of course. Like I feel like your mind, your body, your spirit, it's everything. Like you need to be that person that you aspire to be like every day, you know? So waking up, going to the gym, positive affirmations, of course. Like sometimes you can be down. You can't, I don't know. I think consistency is one thing I'm trying to work better at, is like keeping that mind in like every single day. Yeah. But I know what to do, you know? But I'm getting a lot better at it.
Yeah.
So prospecting, like talking to more people every day. Literally, so some people might be watching, I've been adding so many people on Facebook.
Randoms?
Yeah.
Like your personal? Just like, be my friend.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Why am I doing that? So I can, why not?
Yeah.
Use social media.
It's like you probably have 8-10 mutual friends. Lets you know how many mutual friends you have.
And you can max out to 5,000.
You can have 5,000 friends?
Yeah, so you can have 5,000 friends on Facebook, and I'm about like 3,000 now. That's 3,000 people that can be watching the podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
So creative ideas.
Interesting.
Another thing I do is I message people that garage sales.
You message people that are having garage sales.
Why? Because they're already in the mindset of selling.
Of course. Yeah, I thought about that when I first got my real estate license in the summer. I was like, just stop by garage sales and browse.
And I've got a few leads that way.
It's even a better hack.
Yeah.
Social.
You just can find out different hacks, I feel like.
Yeah.
And I think it's fun.
Yeah.
You know? Doing things that other people are not doing.
That's so great.
Yeah. And that's how you're going to stand out and be successful.
I'm more active on LinkedIn because a lot of our ideal customers are active on LinkedIn, right? It's like a trending space. It's like a professional space.
And to get on that.
It's so funny. It's kind of like, LinkedIn reminds me of like Instagram from 4 or 5 years ago when you're like sharing all the cool stuff in your life, but then it's like the professional version of that. Like, here's all my cool successes, but it's great, right?
It is great.
It's funny, but it's great.
I need to be on there more, actually.
Yeah.
Have you been on TikTok yet?
You know what? I got on there to watch because I listen to Gary Vee and then I act on Gary Vee, but I honestly don't always execute enough. It's like that's the one thing I haven't executed on because I don't know. When I was subbing in the middle school, I tried talking with the kids about like what are you guys doing on TikTok? What makes something watchable? But them as a responsive audience, they didn't know enough to explain to me yet. Yeah. But I was observing them and what they were doing.
That's what you got to do.
But they were all on it.
Yeah.
Like he's totally right. Everyone's on it. It's what they were all talking about.
Mostly younger, but like that's how Instagram started anyways. So
yeah.
You got to be ahead of the curve. Why not? I made one. I'm not on it too much, but it's pretty amusing, I feel like. Yeah. You watch some of the videos on there.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah. I'm trying to see I want to know what kind of value-based entertainment, right? Because that seems like TikTok is entertainment, right? It's not, from what I see, so much value. But how can you make entertainment value on TikTok? And then also, like, our audience are different, right? Like, my audience is directly real estate agents, whereas your audience is directly consumer home buyers, home sellers, potentially homeowners, right? So
they're not on TikTok.
I'm just wondering, like, when they get on that space, what kind of content can we provide them that is actually valuable and entertaining? Like, I don't know yet. I think it could be something about like doing cool stuff in houses or some sort of like cool cooking type thing. I really want to start shooting a cooking show in houses that are actively listed and finding some like listing agents around the area that would be down to let me film like a fun cooking show and then do a kitchen tour in the like active property, because honestly that's what people are looking for, right? People care about kitchens, and people love watching those kitchen videos where stuff is filmed over the top. And so I'm putting it out in the ether. If anyone steals my idea, that's great. I'm glad. Let's all execute on something cool. But I think that would be really fun. And maybe that, I don't know if that would actually vibe on TikTok, because it could, like,
I think it would just be a vibe overall, honestly. Like, cool. People will be into it. I was thinking of like open houses, like baking like fresh cookies, because people love the smell of cookies and it kind of feels homey. I think I got that idea from somewhere, but I think it would work if the owner lets me bake cookies in their house.
Cookies are good. I think if you just are like, I'll clean the kitchen up.
Exactly.
You have to just buy the kind of like They're like pre-cut, you throw them in.
I was just thinking of ways how to bring people to an open house, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's a good way.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
You have a big ball-in open house and you can bring like a food truck or something. I got a friend that has a food truck.
That would be sick.
Let me know when
you bring a lot of people.
When you get that big listing and you want to throw an event on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Be like, come by, swing by for tacos plus a home tour.
That sounds dope. Like, yeah.
Taco
so many
and
creative
home
ideas.
Tour, right?
Yeah, it's
I'm
exciting.
Full of ideas, man. I love ideas. That's what I have been like. I would say that at my core, I am an idea generator. Like, if I am anything in my business, it is the creator of ideas. But the best part is that my co-founder Jake is like way more of a realist. Like he brings me down to earth, because sometimes like I'll just skyrocket.
Yeah.
But we balance each other out really well, and man, I'm excited for the future. Like
me too.
Momentum and everything. Like
that's the time. It's almost 2020. Come on.
I know.
Like
2020 is almost
here. It gotta be the year.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, you've been licensed for 3 months.
3 months.
You have one deal in contract now.
Yeah, a couple more coming through.
Tell me, 6 months from now, what does Tevin want for future Tevin?
6 months from now, I mean, I want to keep doing what I'm doing, honestly. I want to keep keeping up the momentum that I have, coming up with more ideas and actually taking action. Like I said, being more consistent with my daily routines, because that's what's going to lead to the results. Just
yeah, for sure.
That's the main thing. I mean, I want to reach. My goal is pretty much $100,000 in 2020. We got to have the goal written out.
Yeah.
And take home cash. My goal, I don't know, I don't think it's going to be in the 6 months, but I want to be like getting more into the investing and like wholesale and getting into rehabbing homes and
cool.
Yeah,
I'll invite you to a group I'm in on Facebook. That's
I think I saw it actually. The investing one. Yeah. You posted like a nice like.
Are you in that group already?
I'm in.
Okay, cool.
Some of them. Yeah. I'm not active yet, but I look in there.
Dude, real estate groups are just like Facebook groups in general are a super hack. I feel like
like it's just there.
Everybody should join. If you're trying to get customers in any space, they exist in a Facebook group somewhere.
Yeah, you go find them.
And you just get in there and connect with people and find out like what your people want, what your people need, and offer them value, right? Because they're asking for it. The way that we've priced all the prices for the services for Doorside is I joined real estate agent Facebook groups from across the US like a year ago.
Whoa.
A year ago.
Were you like posting in them and like making yourself?
Yeah, and I was posting polls and I was just like flagging and saving conversations that were important. Like agents saying, I'm going on vacation and my pipeline is full and it's my son's 5th birthday, and last year, the same time, we always go on vacation for his birthday, and I had to leave and I'm just totally heartbroken and afraid to go. And there was like 300 comments of other women, because it was like a real estate women's group, of other women just being like, I feel you, I understand you, this is what I do, this is how I preemptively plan these kinds of trips. And like just the fact that people have all this lack of support and they need a network and space to talk about it. So I just started listening, right? Like I went into these groups to listen and to understand like what real estate agents really need, because I know what I needed. I needed access to income and I needed help, right? But on the other end of the spectrum, like how can my help really help somebody who needs it?
Yeah.
And so I pretty much polled, because Facebook, you can do polls, like what you can post in Facebook groups can get you anything that you want or need.
It's true.
And so I started asking like, hey, if I go on vacation and I need to pay someone to do a showing for me, how much do you pay them? And I got like dozens and dozens of responses from people all over the United States. And it was so easy because if they didn't say their state, then I could just go to their profile and then it would just be like Realtor of Florida or whatever. And so I was able to find national averages for what people are already compensating for showings and help with inspections and stuff. And so that gave us like a really standard understanding of like, okay, well, if someone needs this, what are they going to pay? And then honestly, like half the questions people were asking each other were, I need this done. How much should I pay someone? Like they just didn't know, right?
Yeah.
Even though the answers, they were already in there, they were answering each other. So yeah, Facebook groups are a super good hack for getting any information you want for your business.
Much, yeah.
And
it's just okay, we're good.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah. Shout out to Mom.
Shout out to Mom. Mom's call.
Call you back later.
Mom could have called me too. My mom's in Florida, you know.
Oh,
Gotta send
okay.
love. But yeah, so Facebook groups, super hack.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I know that it's there, but I feel like I haven't utilized it enough yet. And of course, I've only been for 3 months, but I'm glad that, you know, to know that you've got this type of valuable information from these groups. I mean, I found travel buddies through Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
I just found like traveling in Jordan. And
Yeah,
then
you joined the group?
Yeah, I found a friend, Anna. Shout out to Anna. I found her just traveling. We crossed the border from Israel to Jordan together by foot, and we just met on the border, and we've connected through Facebook.
So cool.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask like, how do you meet people? Like, oh, you don't know anyone. That was the biggest question I got in.
From traveling?
Yeah. But yeah, couchsurfing, Facebook, anything.
It's so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Jake, my co-founder, who's over there in the other room. He is the reason that you and I used our thumbs and got all the way from Israel to Petra, Jordan.
Yeah.
Following a map, man. It's like now our maps, it's crazy, right?
It's so crazy.
Tevin and I, our maps were all over the world. They were all these different directions. Then they came back. We both end up in the same place in the same industry, pursuing like different goals of helping people in different ways. And it's just so beautiful. And cool.
I know, right?
It's just like the ultimate traveler's love.
That's
it's
what
just
I'm saying.
like, yeah.
It's amazing.
Really, it's really cool.
And now, we're here.
Now we're here.
We're in Seattle.
We are. So I guess my last question for you would be, what advice would you want to give another new real estate agent who maybe is 3 months in and hasn't had the success that you've had yet? What advice would you give this person?
Man, you just got to keep going, really. Like if you chose to be a real estate agent, you chose to take your test, take the time to be in this industry, just keep going. Just don't give up, especially if you haven't found anyone that's kind of said yes to you yet. You know, like I said, like it's gonna happen. You're gonna keep asking, or you're gonna keep pursuing something, but things don't always turn out your way. But I gotta say, just reach out to people. Don't be afraid to ask for help or direct guidance. What I did is I shadowed a few of the like real estate agents in Seattle that I really looked up to, and that was the best. That was before I even chose a brokerage. So I was like kind of really want to see like where I could fit in, or like what does the day in the life look like. Because especially after coming back I came back from Cambodia, Vietnam, and Thailand, I was super culture shocked, and like I was not ready to be in this industry. It took me a few months, like honestly like 2 months, like no, probably like a whole month to adjust back to American culture. That's I feel like, true facts, true so facts. You know, give yourself the time. Just keep, I say like shadow, look up to people, like really get yourself, you know, simulated in what you're going to be in. And the team is going to be a lot, it's really important too. The people that you're working with every day, the people that you're interacting with, your circle, you got to have uplifting environment pretty much, like people that are going to support you no matter what. And I feel like that's what I had, and that's how I got to where I am now.
Awesome.
So shout out to everyone that's watching and that's been part of my life, including you.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. Awesome. Well, we are going to film a tour of the house that we are in today. We are at a community in Kent called the Bahamas, and there are, I believe, 3 new homes still available. There was 13 and there's 3 left. So we're going to give everyone a tour of this house. And I think that's
I'm
how
excited. Yeah, I'm excited to look around this place. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. So,
it's a good thing I like about being in real estate too, is just seeing the house. The other day, me and my friends just toured a few $1 million houses just casually.
just for fun.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
We got the key.
Yeah, law of attraction. Like whatever you're
Yeah.
putting your mind to and like surrounding yourself with, it will come. And it's just freaking, I have the key, so I'm gonna use the key.
Yeah. Meta.
Yeah.
Key, man.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys later.
Peace.